20 years.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, I'm swinging more towards the lighting side of things, so I'm probably going to have a lot of spare time. But
yeah, you need, when you're writing, you need a lot of spare time because you have to take like constant breaks, otherwise you just can't stand it. You get writer's block. You need tea breaks every 5 minutes.
well, I wouldn't go for tea. Maybe tango, but
yeah, just write on a page, cup of tea. Just write a few more lines, cup of tea. I just need to get those juices right, and let's have another cup of tea. Yeah, but no, Adrian, does everything. If you've seen his like star now, like he's acting, directing. He's like he's like a singer and like plays drums.
I know he's got a really good skill set.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure how great he is at all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I watched this show on you, and he seems pretty versatile as an actor. So. Oh, and we got to. What did you say? Tell me what you said last time.
Okay, what page is that?
4. Bottom of.
Okay, before you embark on that
glorious adventure,
you didn't need to get down. Have you really gone off those Rustler's burgers?
I do not appreciate the
heady quality of sawdust and gristle.
Yes,
stuck in the middle of a bun.
they say is a burger. Yes.
It's just that there's one that's gone out of date in the fridge, so...
how out of date?
They are really disgusting.
Saturday, I think.
I figure it went out of date like 2 years ago before it was made. Yeah.
It
was a very old tree.
I'm just going to get it out of the way.
Okay. Good luck.
By the way, to re-emphasize how busy my day has been, I've just had lunch. Not dinner, lunch.
Oh, I just had the dang nut for breakfast.
Yeah, but that's because you woke up at like 4
Did you actually eat a meal yesterday?
Yesterday, I don't think. No, I didn't. My pattern has been all over the place. I'm writing another screenplay called Cycling Hearts at the moment.
Yeah, I've seen. The problem is with me and you is that we both got this crazy fast metabolism, so we don't feel hungry. But it's not that if we don't eat we'll lose weight. It's if we don't eat ridiculous amounts of fatty stuff every single day, then we might put on like 2 pounds of weight if we're lucky, and then we'll lose it again if we don't continue eating ridiculous amount. Like I've hit 9 stone 9 now, which is good for me.
Yeah, not bad. I think I'm 9 stone something, which is the heaviest I've ever been. I've always been 8 stone 11 or 12 or something. But it's all this muscle tone.
Oh, look at us, we can eat as much as we want and we can't put it away.
Don't do that to it. It might be the end of them.
Oh, piss.
I wanted to discuss with you, Tom, a slight just change in the starting shot. I thought it would be cool when Steve comes up behind the zombie. He actually has the bow, and he levels it at the back of the zombie's head, and then just sort of. Yeah, so you might need to readjust it. It's Luke's.
Yeah, obviously, like that. Or,
like that, and then no, he's
gonna be like
up
shooting
like that.
Yeah.
Behind, and then he sort of lowers it. The zombie goes out of shot, and he sort of walks on. So I thought that'd be a nice change. Way to get the bow in there. Just quite cool, because I figure when Steve goes out, he takes some kind of weapon. Maybe not the gun, but he takes something to defend himself, because there's a comment that Jack makes, from what I've seen you do to the others, you can use it pretty well for offense, you know. So he is trained by his dad. I think we both are to a certain extent.
Are we gonna get a story? Because you seem to have this like mapped out in your head. Like, are we gonna get a storyboard drawn?
I don't know.
It depends whether you need it, because you're like.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it in my head. I mean, with just the 3 of us, I don't think it's particularly necessary. I mean, it may help, but It
Yeah.
just depends. I mean, I can do one unless it was stick figures, because
Yeah.
You know.
We don't Yeah, we don't need. I mean, we only need as much as you feel necessary to
Yeah.
see a 3-man crew.
I mean,
In the future episodes, we probably will need.
yeah. I mean, we can get someone
Especially
to do it.
with me, because I just don't have the brain capacity to
Well,
be able to
I get
all the shots
pictures in my
there.
head. Yeah.
Maybe with our shared brain power, we might be able to.
Yeah.
Black
I mean,
without having to literally get a pen and paper,
Mm.
and then it act like we're actually trying to work here, which we are. But
I've numbered the key shots, the shots that I've actually named in the script, and there's 9 of them. And that's not a lot of key shots, so a lot of this is going to be interpretation. So, I mean, the key shots are like this one, which is all to do with the shot, and Steve calls out from the middle after and the shot spins to him. Those are the shots I really want to make good, and you know, there's only a couple more of them that are essential. The shot pans over to a pile of dirty newspapers and cuts back to Jack. You know, there's only a few of those. I never really emphasise whether the camera shot's on one person or the other. It's always just to do with the atmosphere. So, yeah, that will be down to our judgment, really. So,
oh yes. Now, so I don't forget, this is my photographer's business card.
oh, fantastic.
So if you need any, go right ahead and give him a bell.
Yeah, I certainly will.
Tell
I
him
mean,
that Tom Dack recommended
Tom
you.
Dack's.
Yeah, I was recommended by Tom Dack,
Yeah.
so I expect the highest quality
Yeah, I mean, it might be worthwhile.
for
me
the
going to-
cheapest prices.
Yeah, I mean, how much did you pay for yours?
Nothing, because it's part of a
Good deal.
It's part of a double self-promotion.
Right, so
it's a
he
promotional
gets,
deal. So he gives me photos. I gave him some equipment which I don't need anymore. A
Okay.
trolley for carrying his stuff because he's well, I mean, he's like he's in his late 30s now, so he's
Okay.
can't carry around equipment as well.
Right.
So I gave him that, and also he put I let him put my photos on his various websites,
Okay.
so he has more material for his stuff because he gets pretty decent publicity. Where he gets
Yeah,
a few hundred
yeah.
views, you know, generally on his page at any
Right.
one time. So and then like obviously just the more good looking photos that are on there, like the berries for him and stuff,
yeah.
and you know, just helps him to attract more customers. And obviously he'd give me all his business cards for me to distribute. So
Right.
so yeah, so I didn't pay anything, but I gave him some very expensive equipment, and
Yeah, I mean,
promoted him. Damn
for
it!
the love of God.
Should we put this on a different?
Yeah, put it in the basket, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's how I got it through. But
I don't mind paying for the kind of quality photos that it does. I mean, I have
you've seen some of mine, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
he's very good. The going price is between £25 and £35 an hour.
Right.
So that's
Yeah,
what you would
that's-
expect.
That's pretty darn
Probably a
decent
bit
for
cheap.
proper
Yeah.
headshot.
Probably a bit cheaper than you would expect, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, certainly
And-
at a
and
professional
he-
level, you'd expect to be paying £300 for just
Yeah.
one set of.
And now the way he did it with me is we sort of co-edited them together. Me and him both did it, but from a photographer's point of view, you would expect to take the photos and to edit them themselves.
Yeah.
So he might. Obviously, there'll be cooperation between you, but like if he took your photos, he would probably do all the editing himself and then send you them, and then say permission to keep some
Yeah, I mean.
for his stuff. So that was quite a long process, but that was part of the deal we had.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's so expensive is because well, one, he's got to put the stuff that the files that he give you is going to be on discs because they're too big.
Yeah, huge.
Secondly, the software that he uses, I don't think it's even open to the public. It's ridiculously expensive, high tech stuff. It's not even like a mainstream brand. It's not Sony, it's not like Sony Movie Maker or anything like that.
No offense, Sony, if you're watching. Yeah, other stuff.
I don't think it's called that, but so I didn't even realise we were.
I believe it's Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah, and I know there's a Sony one as well. Isn't there? It's better than Movie Maker.
I think it's Sony AVS something.
Yeah, so there's something. They have a user-friendly Movie Maker program. But yeah, and so that's that really.
Yeah, I mean. Oh no, I was going to say something.
I mean, I'm trying to distribute all of his. I've got like 10 of his business cards, so I'm like 10 actors, give them out. So yeah.
I mean, for me, it's worthwhile doing because I've got about maybe 100 decent headshots, but they're all like about a year and a half old, so I need to get some new ones. Right, shall we go on then? So
I just say as well, we took 700 photos, so
yeah, you always get a decent amount. That's what I do when I'm doing my green screen stuff. I just take a HD video and just export one particular frame that I like and use it for the photos.
Okay, let's carry on from where we got to.
Thank you.
Page 4?
Yeah, we were talking about ums and ahs at the end of last time, I think.
Yeah. Right. What line did we get to on page 4, was it?
What did you say? Tell me what you said.
Okay, so we got to page 5 then, basically.
Oh yeah. Do you want me to go from Mum's Dead though, so we can lead in?
Okay, yeah, it's quite difficult. No, let's do it that way. I'm just saying it's quite a difficult place to start.
Yeah.
From the.
Or you could go from the start of how you tried to lecture me.
No, I tell you what, we'll do what you said.
Okay.
So Mum's Dead, yeah?
Let me just get this stuff. Mum's Dead.
What did you say? What did you say? Tell me what you said.
I hate this. Okay, every day it's the same thing. Okay, I wake up on this cold, hard stone floor and you are at the opposite end of the room. I have to wait till bright day till I even think about moving.
So what are you saying? You want to sleep together?
No, don't do that. Hey, don't do that, Jack. This isn't a joke. I'm serious. And every time I wake up, I just long for how it was before. Okay, when I didn't wake up and walk over to a pile of papers and pick the day for today. Just so I could learn all the obsolete things that happened. Just so I had to talk about. This isn't any way to live. I wish you could just move on.
What do you want from me?
I want you to let go. I want you to leave your comfort zone. Come with me into cold no man's land.
What are you talking about?
It just seems like that's how you view it. The world now, in many ways, you're right. Okay, that's true. You need to accept that.
I have no idea what you're talking
I've had
about.
this conversation before.
Yeah, and I still don't know what you're talking about.
Where's Mum?
She's
in Kenya. An army nurse. In a research facility looking for a cure. I mean, Jack, it's been more than one of those at one point or another. And Dad, where's Dad?
He's
fucking dead.
What's wrong with my way, huh? It's been fun before.
Has it? Really?
Forgive me, but I enjoy staying inside. I enjoy playing tennis with myself. I like having shelter from the rain. I don't mind not feeling the wind in my face, Steve. I like, writing on the walls and using wood for Lego. It gives me comfort to think that I don't have to go out there. Sorry. It gives me comfort to think that I don't have to go out to work or attend weddings. And they're like, you know, it's nice just to stop and listen. I enjoy the simple things that life has to offer, Steve. And it puzzles me why you seem to want to forsake
Because
that.
it's false! Jack, I don't say these things to hurt you. I get no pleasure out of talking to you about this. Look, I care about you. God knows I respect you. I've been your brother an awful long time. And we both know you've been wrong before.
Yeah, but you're going to bring that up now.
No. No, I'm not. I want to learn from it. Should we stop there?
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Please for that.
Yeah.
So we're at page 7 here now of 20.
Yeah.
I'm quite, I mean, the important thing is that, like, obviously I'm looking at this as in terms of perspective of the whole episode. We're less than halfway through the script here. So this will be about roughly 7 or 8 minutes in.
Yeah.
I don't think either one of them are angry.
No, I think it's more just a brother argument at the moment. No, it's sort of, you know, it's just the stress of the whole situation is creating this argument. It's not them at this point. They're not fueling this argument. It's everything outside.
Yeah.
Sort of pushing in.
I mean, following that last line, no, I'm not. I want to learn from it. The stage direction reads, there is a silence a while. So that silence is important.
Yeah.
This can't be just a regular pause. You know.
We need to know in our heads something about what happens from that line. So
this is going to be sort of a prerequisite that, you know,
we both know.
We know as writers and technically therefore as characters.
Yeah.
But you know, it's going to come back at some point in later episodes.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we'll get to that. I wanted to. I mean, I'm feeling the brother bond a lot here. I mean, especially in the because it's false Jack line. I really liked your reaction to that.
Yeah.
Sort of just scorning, because you know what I'm going to say already. And not just because of the script, because your character knows me as a brother. So. I have no idea where's... Oh, the forgive me, but I enjoy staying inside little monologue. I would really love it if you could do that, just sort of lamenting. It's sort of like, at first just sort of saying forgive me, as if it's like,
yeah,
really, it's offensive to you, you know, it's another sarcastic line.
Yeah.
And then it sort of goes into, I enjoy staying inside. You know, I enjoy playing tennis with myself. I like having shelter from the rain. It's like you're saying this is all you've ever wanted. It's like all I ever was going to do in life was just stay inside. You know, it's just the same. Nothing's changed. Sure, there are zombies roaming about outside, but I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still climbing on walls. I did that in my old house. You know, it's sort of like that line is bringing you back to what you're holding on to, because we know Jack is holding on to all these things that he left or thought he left in his former life, and that is just sort of, maybe you get glimpses in your head of what you used to do in your room alone. You know, it's that sort of personal aspect I really want to bring out in that little thing.
So you want me to put a bit more heart into it?
Yeah, I mean, because, that's a little tiny window into Jack that will get opened up later, and then that's why I loved your reaction to the because it's false Jack line. I mean, that will work even better if the monologue is sort of lamenting, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, we can certainly try that in later things if it works. Right? If it doesn't, an hour.
Yeah. It's not, just keep that dynamic going.
Yeah.
And we don't need sort of everyone going crazy at this point.
No. So no, I'm not. I want to learn from it. Let's just take 10 minutes. And decide
Hey guys!
what kind of thing happened in their past. Because I want to know, to be honest. I want to find out what happened to these guys to make this little. Because we've got context here at the end. We've got after you punch me in the face and push me to the floor at the end. You're shouting at me, you had to do it, didn't you? You had to ruin our lives again. And then I say this is a funny apology. I'm not apologising when you should. So something happened which we both feel the other person did wrong in. So I think you should apologise. You don't want to apologise for something, and also I've ruined your life.
You've ruined my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you should apologise for something. So.
Yeah. Well,
difficult to get inside those parameters. Is it a girl?
Deep shit has gone down.
Is it a girl?
The shit has hit the fan. I don't think it's a girl. I think that is
That's the obvious
that's
thing.
the instinct.
That's our fallback. If we
That's
can't
the
think of anything
instinct,
else,
yeah.
and just make it a girl. But it would be nice to do something more exciting.
Would Jack do that though? I don't think. I'm not.
You tell me.
I don't. It's hard because I've got a brother and I know I wouldn't do that, so it's hard to sort of think that someone else would, let alone.
Well, it's a more complicated thing because obviously, I think you should apologise. So that kind of insinuates that you did something wrong. But you don't want to apologise, and apparently I ruined your life. So that dynamic would make sense with a girl going back and forth between the two of us.
Well, I mean, if he did, let's say Jack cheated on Steve's girlfriend, right? And then Steve's like, you should
Did
apologise.
that make sense? Jack cheats on Steve's girlfriend.
So Steve is with a girl.
Yeah.
Jack, her, right? Jack sleeps with her.
Right.
That means Jack cheated on Steve's.
Okay.
No, wait, actually, no.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That means the girl. That means. No, I was wrong. Yeah. No, you're right. So Steve's girlfriend cheats on Jack, but they're both to blame. Jack's still an asshole.
Yeah,
right?
Jack's still a bit of an arse.
It's not like Jack got raped by the girl. It's like, oh, sorry, I didn't want to. No,
so why did I ruin your life? What did I do? Was it spite? Did I do something after that? Did I sleep with your grandmother or something?
No, because this is steadily becoming a rom-com.
Yeah, we don't want to bring it too
No,
far
but let's keep going with this. So like I said, so that happens with Jack and Steve's girlfriend, and then, but. See, now Jack's saying I shouldn't be apologising, but he must realise he should definitely be apologising.
Yeah,
unless the only way I would think.
I'm not saying
it was
took her in the back alley. She wanted it.
Well, first of all, let's establish that it was consensual.
Yeah.
But maybe Steve was already cheating on her with another girl.
Oh.
So as punishment, Jack sleeps with Steve's girlfriend, but then potentially No, yeah.
What? I'm confused already.
Yeah,
So,
but
you
Jack
slept with my
Jack didn't like it. Yeah,
And
so I
then-
sleep with your girlfriend,
No.
right? But you were already cheating on her with a completely different girl who's at the picture, but let's just say you were cheating on her as well.
Okay.
But I didn't realise you were cheating on her, so I was just cheating with my brother's girlfriend, not knowing that he himself was also a scumbag. So at both times we are both scumbags, because there's no, reprieve for me, because I didn't know I was punishing you. I was just trying to fuck your girlfriend. But you were also being a scumbag and cheating on your girlfriend.
Yeah. Did I ruin your life though?
But so that's how I ruined your life.
Yeah, that's why you should be apologising. Done. Out of the way. There was a big thing. It's like some messed up episode of EastEnders.
This is going on YouTube because this is too entertaining.
I did not see this coming when I went at this script.
Neither did I. I didn't even think about it. It's just you're the one who started this off. So what did you do? Maybe we should get away from the soap opera thing.
Yeah, let's
see
just
if
avoid girls. Let's see if we can get anything else.
Maybe yeah. Exactly,
It's just girls are the easiest thing to do because girls always ruin lives.
in terms of let's make this clear. In terms of writing a script, but Steve, let's say Steve like ruins Jack's career or something.
Okay, yeah, we could get into jobs.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause that's more.
you figure the zombie apocalypse would ruin it anyway, so might be a bit harder.
Yeah, but no, we didn't know the apocalypse was coming. Maybe
Alright.
already an opportunity to get into something
Okay,
before the
so-
zombies came along.
We've been in
Have we
this
established how old these two characters are, by the way? They're in like early.
sort of adult,
Yeah,
about
so-
18.
Our age,
Yeah.
right? Let's keep it realistic. Somewhat. This is a zombie apocalypse. That
Yeah,
we're
so
trying to keep
we've
realistic.
been in here for about 2 years in
Yeah.
the barn because there's a line that says when you wake up on a day that
it's
happened nearly 2 years
It's
ago.
becoming increasingly difficult to bring in the job aspect then because we
Yeah.
like, just got out of school when this shit hit the fan.
Yeah, we would have
So-
been and that's where the line comes from. No, I gave up on God a long time ago about the time
Well-
the teachers tried to eat me.
Yeah.
You know, I love that line.
Yeah. Well, maybe Jack says Steve ruined his life, but maybe he just did something really bad and like Jack's using it as an excuse. It's like how what people say like when they do go for
Is
careers
it just
and stuff,
being
it doesn't
melodramatic?
work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when people go for careers. And then don't be successful in the time that they wanted to. They sometimes look to someone else, like look to their husband, oh you ruined my life because I had to spend my life with you, you prick, when I should be out learning to play the cello. Or whatever.
No one can feel that strongly about
I should
cello.
have been training for 10 hours a day to be a MMA fighter. I was too busy, taking care of you little shit.
Was it GCSEs? Can we do that? Did I ruin your
hard
chances
to
at
take-
getting into a good college?
It's hard to take GCSE seriously. 'Cause
yeah, because
it's compulsory, but it's more vocational than anything.
Yeah,
because you
I
need
mean-
them for A levels and they're just a skill set.
I did not work at GCSEs. Hey kids, revise. It's important.
Yeah, because if
I'm
you
just doing my
do
time.
bad at GCSEs, you'll be stuck making making films.
Yeah, you'll be. You
Stuff.
have to be an actor.
Yeah.
Part-time job in a cinema, cleaning out people's sick. It's good fun. You should try it.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna be an actor, then I don't know how good.
Yeah, you're gonna
qualifications.
have a part-time job, aren't you?
Yeah. Back to the script.
Indeed.
Right, what has Jack done, you bastard? You bastard, Jack. No, wait, what has Steve done? We know what Jack's done.
Yeah. What has Jack done again?
Jack screwed around with his brother's
Okay,
girlfriend.
so we're doing the girlfriend thing.
Well, let's keep that on the back burner. That might be the easy way out.
The good thing
Because-
is that we don't
because-
have to decide it in the film. No,
Yeah.
just kind of go get
as far
something
as,
set in our
see,
heads.
all this entire discussion from last, and it is going to take 10 minutes now, because you said 10 minutes, and I was about to say, yeah, just as a, you know, it might not take 10 minutes. If it comes up as 5, we'll edit that out and put subtitles underneath or something. But
Dear.
no, and all of this that we've been discussing is literally just for character development. It's literally just for our benefit. I don't think this needs to come up.
No, not until a later
Yeah.
episode. I mean, it's good to have these things so that
Yeah.
if we know what it is, we can bring it up realistically in context later. If we try and slot something in later based on this, there's a chance that it might not work.
It's like, yeah, I mean, it's like when you get like taught in drama school or workshops or anything like that. Like if you say you're a character who's like carrying a bag, like you're acting and stuff, and they're like, stop, like think what is in that bag. Like, oh, do you have your wallet in there? Do you have your phone in there? Oh, look,
Would you
how
be
does that affect?
protective of it? Would you be holding it over your shoulder
How
or
does that affect your
swinging it about
character?
like
And let's
bashing
face it,
people?
most of the time that's a load of bollocks because
Yeah.
actors do not think about that because human beings don't think about that, you know. But this is clearly some deep stuff here.
Yeah,
So
I need to know how badly I hate you for that, and how badly. I mean, you hate me enough to punch me in the face, and I knee you in the bollocks. So,
and at the end of the
you know,
day,
it's,
they're still young, so you would expect that kind of thing. It's more forgivable, you know. With Jack,
from an adult
because they're not-
perspective, they might be able to get over it, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's two people who are very young in the world who didn't get a chance to grow up in a normal life that amount because this thing happened. So it's sort of a very juvenile relationship between the two that's been forced into adulthood by events, by zombies.
By these zombies, man.
Yeah.
But, god damn zombies. But, no, and that's what I'm saying, right? These two guys are obviously holding grudges. If it was Jack, you know, if they were both in their mid-30s and they were both married, and then he was starting screwing around with his brother's wife, that's some serious problems right there, if only for the legal aspect. With, you know, these two guys, you assume they were maybe like, what, 14 when this shit happened?
Yeah.
They can get over it, you know. It's just Jack was a dumb kid. He made a stupid mistake. What a prick, right? But because Steve still isn't letting this go, because they're still young, they're still not quite mature enough, and they're still holding grudges, and they will be growing as the episodes. Episodes go by.
I like this theme emerging that Jack's holding on to a lot, but Steve still won't let go of something that happened in the past as well. That's
right. So I'm thinking. So we've seen. So Jack's been screwing around with relationships, right? That's one of the big ones.
Yeah, and that's
the other ones we're looking. So yeah, that's done. The other ones we were looking at is job/education, which we're pretty much going to throw out the window because I don't think that's necessary. The other two big ones that I'm thinking of are family and religion. Now I was originally thinking maybe he did something. Well, yeah, exactly. Because I was thinking maybe Steve, you know, contributed to something their parents did which affected Jack badly.
Maybe their parents are divorced.
Yeah,
because of Steve.
Maybe. Or, but the religion thing, we know that Jack is very religious.
Yeah.
So.
Light bulb. Maybe.
He got kicked out of the church or something, I don't know.
I don't think that would happen
from the church.
In an Anglican church. They wouldn't exactly pick you up and boot you out.
No, they were just sitting in church like reading prayers, and then Steve goes, atheist.
No, it's just like Steve sets fire to a Bible or something. I don't know, something weird like that could
Steve
happen.
accidentally gets like drunk and throws a Bible at him or I don't know.
Yeah, burns a Bible and then burns a church down and then sets fire to the priest and covers him in holy water.
This is becoming worse than the actual podcast.
Yeah, that's... how about their parents are divorced. Jack thinks it's because of Steve. Steve thinks it's because of Jack, but there's something that they both don't know about the whole thing that their parents never told them.
Yeah, so I mean that could be both, you you know, yeah. So that ties in both their problems. That
Jack.
works. That works very well.
Are our parents still alive?
Yeah, but
Somewhere.
the implication is that the dad is dead, the mum is possibly alive, but they're both apart from each other, and they're just like they were before the apocalypse.
I
And
wonder-
it's down to them. Maybe if they were together, one of them wouldn't be dead because they'd be there to protect each other and protect them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, maybe. I mean, let's think about the living arrangements. If they were divorced, who would be living with who? Jack is the more religious, sacramental, emotional character before the big fallout of the zombie apocalypse, so that sort of implies that he'd be living with his mother, because the emotional bond between father and the son is much more
Less.
adult. Well, less and covered. You know, they're not gonna hug in the street. They're just gonna go on patting each other's back, high five when one of them insults their mother with a good joke. You know.
Yeah.
So if we assume that you were living with our mother and I was living with our dad, and then what happened? Something started to happen. Zombies started to emerge. There were these stories on the news. So did our dad send us to live with our mother, both of us, or the other way around? You know, because our father is dead.
Yeah.
That's a line. Our father is effing dead. So did I see something?
Maybe Steve did something to make sure that the dad couldn't be with. So maybe they got into maybe Steve got into an argument with dad. Maybe Steve hit his dad, possibly with a hard object or something, that actually properly hurt him, and you know it forced Steve's dad to leave him, and then they both got stuck with the mum who's weaker, and then and then the mum couldn't take it and left or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Or died. We don't know. It's suggestive that we don't know that mum's dead. So.
We don't know where Mum is, do we?
No.
She went out one day, didn't come back.
Suggested that she could very well be dead.
Alive? I mean, that's what I like about it. We can, if we want, we can bring both of the characters back, but I feel one of them at least has to be dead.
Yeah. we got to kill one of them.
Yeah, come on.
Really
It's a zombie film.
Yeah.
Someone's dead.
We can't just kill the minor characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Because the mum's been driven off, right? So, yeah.
I mean...
So let's say Steve drove off the mum somehow.
How about, the mum was a scientist beforehand. That's why I comment she's in a research facility, you know. So how about she went out to gather supplies, maybe, so that we could stock up. We were about to go and bolt the house up, you know, lock it down. We were going to stay in our house. And then our mum went out one last time to buy some supplies. And while that happened, the government, what's left of the government, tracked her down because she's a really good scientist. And they took her to a research facility against her will, screaming for her children, Steve, Jack, and now. And then she was put to work to research a cure. And then we were left to fend for ourselves. And the zombies broke into our house, and we moved out to this barn.
Okay, perfect. But how did Steve do anything wrong there? Yeah. Maybe
We've still got the parents breaking up though, so let's go back to that.
Yeah.
So we know that
Because,
eventually.
well, okay, yeah. They don't live together. Steve and Jack have been living together for most of their lives, but recently their parents have divorced because they wouldn't have that bond if they didn't live together.
Yeah, because.
Well, I don't know if Steve and Jack contributed to the divorce.
Maybe
Because
it
we're
was
starting
just
to move
slow
away
over
from that
time.
idea. Maybe, you know, they just didn't, for whatever reason, it just wasn't working out for the parents. And then they had these split living arrangements. But obviously they would all see each other at some points anyway. So maybe when Steve was sort of reunited with Jack and the mom, Steve, yeah, then something happened there. So maybe Steve got in an argument with the mum and like didn't allow her to come back, and that's how she got sort of trapped by the government.
Maybe
Because at this point there's the zombie apocalypse already happening.
No, it's sort of on the news now, stories of bodies walking again. Like some people are calling it the Armageddon. It's like those movies that we used to watch when we were young. You know, Shaun of the Dead. It's like that film. You know, we all fear
Without
that this
the
is
comedy.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no comedy involved in this at all. Our parents are dead.
Yeah.
Stop laughing.
There's no comedy involved in Flesh of My Flesh. Only in the behind the scenes videos.
Yeah,
That's the point. This is the comic relief of the low budget horror
Yeah.
depressingness of the actual thing.
Oh, well, we can just laugh about it because it was.
But no, it's good that it's low budget because then we don't actually have to.
Then we
you
can
know,
actually
have to
do
have-
this.
No, we have to have good writing because we can't compensate with good special effects.
Yeah, we can't just blow shit up.
Yeah. Make it
Which
be,
is the
make it be
default for all films these
yeah,
days.
and make it be entertaining somehow, even though you're watching this like.
Can I just make a point? End of G.I. Joe. The big evil Copenhagen people decided to install a big button that made all their nuclear death satellites blow up. Now that's just genius. For any evil villain, you've got to have a big button that the good guys can just press, and it will end all of your evil plans. Just bravo. That was brilliant.
I think that's been Michael Bay's strategy for his whole career. Because like you're watching Transformers 1 and like this shit is so bad, but I'm enjoying it. Oh god damn it! I'm such a bad person for enjoying this film. Although I could gladly say that I thought 2 and 3 were utter bollocks.
Yeah, I mean,
the first one,
the third one.
I don't. Is there 4? Has there been 4 now? I lost track.
I think there's only been 3, but the third one, what I like about it is, you notice how Optimus Prime has a habit of getting the crap beaten out of him.
Yeah.
You know, he gets beaten to scrap metal, you know. And then, at the end, he beats up, who's the big evil guy? Megatron and Sentinel Prime, the most powerful Glamobot ever, with one arm and a barely functioning body. He just pwns them. I mean, what is that? Can they not just put a hand on his head and he'd be going, with his little one arm? I mean, what is that? They should be able to just own him, but they suck. I don't know. I have passionate feelings about films not ending as they should.
Disclaimer for Transformers fans. I don't like the toys. I don't like the cartoon. I don't like the animated film. I don't like the trilogy of live action films.
And I don't like Tom.
Shut up. I don't like the games. I don't like the voice actors. And I don't like Michael Bay. You like that one that I'm sure you'll appreciate. But everything else, I'm pretty much anti-Transformers. I found Transformers 1 to be an okay film. Because it had a lot of memorable moments and it was pretty epic, let's face it.
I mean, the effects get old.
It's quite well written, besides some... Yeah.
I mean, the effects are pretty cool.
Actually, yeah, but the problem is with a lot of these fantasy films, it's like they just cannot help to throw in the weird, like, cheesy lines are cool when it sounds good, but like, they're so off that it just sounds weird.
I am directly below the enemy Snowden.
Yeah, or stuff like, it's gonna get pretty sticky.
Touch me.
That sounded terrible.
You can't get.
I don't know what was going on. That sounded
You got
terrible.
tased in the balls. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
every film you've got to get tased in the book.
That sounded terrible because that isn't what a human being would say. That isn't what a fictional human being would say. It's just like, ugh.
They'd be saying,
Hey.
oh my god, my balls,
Oh my god, that was so good. I'm scared of
If
how
they
good that
actually
was.
did
Have
that would be
it looks
impressive.
like that's happened to you before.
What, being tased in the balls?
Yeah.
Yeah, every week.
Yeah. I just do it myself now. So anyway, back to Flesh of My Flesh.
Yes, slight little detour there into
I
a
think
weird
maybe
little area.
once we've edited out the Transformers talk, it might have taken us 10 minutes.
You went into the little weird section of YouTube finding it there. You know, but you're back now. You're fine.
This recording is going to be edited in several different videos. It's going to be like Tom and Steve on Transformers, Tom and Steve on acting,
Tom and Steve on getting tased in the balls.
Tom and Steve on mainstream films,
Yeah,
Tom and Steve on music.
On random soap operas and yeah, relationships.
Yeah, that's going to be a great video, just on us discussing how this would work. So we have the idea, the very good idea, which definitely works, of the mum being a scientist and she goes off to start research and then sort of gets blackballed by the government to do it themselves, and we lose her.
Yeah.
We also have this concept of Jack wanting to play it safe and Steve wanting to go AWOL.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We should go and find our dad again. No, Dad's dead. Forget I said that. I was stupid.
Yeah. But then Steve.
I mean,
I'm thinking though, Steve is the one who convinces the mum to start research on, you know, whatever she needs to do for this, because the zombie thing is coming out in the media. Steve is the one who convinces her to start research on it, and then that's what ends up getting her trapped with the government, you know, to actually go out and actually seek the information. So maybe she goes to lengths which she's not allowed to go into, you know, like top secret information and shit.
Yeah.
And then because she knows too much, she has to get trapped by the government because they're not going to kill her.
Maybe she knows something. Maybe the government did something. Maybe we could go there.
Oh god, no! Oh no, I've just set it off.
Yeah.
I've just set it off. No, that's the big problem. That's the big problem.
Make it unique, Tom. Unique.
No, it doesn't matter. Not everything has to be unique, but the most cliche plot point in the history of storytelling.
And zombies, in fact.
Especially the last 10 years, zombies.
Yeah.
Not just films, not just, you know, books, video games, comics, anything, any type of storytelling. The most cliche plot point ever is the government is bad.
Yeah. The government did it. I can't think of anything else.
The government
did it.
Right. The government didn't do it.
Right. Yeah, the government's innocent. The government's like, oh my word, what the fudge is happening here?
Yeah.
You know, they're really surprised.
The government didn't do it, but okay, they probably did, because how else would that kind of virus break out? Let's say it was a virus, but let's say they did it by accident. They wouldn't purposely, you know, kill everyone.
Unless there was an evil genius with a lot of power.
In a lot of films, they would do it on purpose. In this one, they're not doing it on purpose.
No.
The government are neutral at best, but they obviously would still have rules in place for scientists. The mum is not the biggest superstar in the world. She can't do whatever she wants. But let's say she's encouraged by Steve to break the rules on this case, and as a punishment, you know, the government, you know, keeps her at bay so she can't start screwing shit up for everyone.
I mean, are they scared that she's going to make it worse, or do they want her help in finding a cure? Because they've kidnapped scientists from all over the world to research a cure.
They're not scared that it's going to make it worse. Jack's scared yeah, exactly. Jack is scared that Steve's mum and their mum is going to be in deep shit. Steve knows the risk but wants a cure because he's the outgoing one and shit.
Yeah.
He just wants to get this. He wants to beat the zombies, and because of this, okay, forget the government. Let's say
Forget the government.
because it's been 2 years since the start of episode 1. Let's say that the apocalypse is already started. It's not in the full flow as it is now, but let's say she's sent out for a cure, and that's where she goes. They never see her again after that.
Alright.
So maybe Steve sends her to the research facility, and then she never comes back. That's why we don't know where she is. Dad's dead. We've established that. Maybe
I mean, we can do it in a couple of flashbacks, maybe. Just you sort of in the background and me just sort of saying, "Look, you have to go. We have to find a cure for this. We'll be fine. Just go." You know, it's sort of like that tension. I mean, that's certainly possible.
Maybe like
do that.
maybe Steve like threatens to kill himself because he's so scared unless his mum goes out to find a cure or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What I was thinking, this could also work. I'm living with Dad, you're living with Mum. Right? I get into an argument with Dad, like I said, and in some way I end up injuring him. I hit him with something, or I push him and he trips over and hits his neck or something. And he's rushed to the hospital, which is overflowing with people because everyone's dying, everyone's hurt, you know, so he can't be seen and maybe he dies, you know.
Yeah, because if it's a brain issue, yeah.
And hey, Dad might come back later and eat you. No. I get sent.
Because that hasn't been done before.
Dad. Oh man! I get sent to live with Mum,
son.
and obviously you're blaming me for Father's demise. But before that,
So you think? I mean, we could cap it there. Like you killed my dad, so that could be the thing you were about.
I didn't kill him. I just pushed him. It was an accident.
Yeah.
Okay. But here's why you should be apologising, because you turned Mum into a nervous wreck by messing up at school with your grades, by falling in with the wrong crowd, by taking drugs, by drinking, by being a horrible general human being.
Yeah, we could do that.
No offence, you. I think that works.
And then Mum
Goes
off
just
on
can't take you, and then I come back into the equation, and I hate you. I think you're a bit of a bitch for ruining her like that, and you hate me because I killed Dad and sort of come back into this whole thing and ruined it.
If but the issue here is if they're divorced, if I'm ruining Mum's life so bad, why am I living with Mum? Why are you living with Mum?
Huh?
Because I'm living with Mum, right? And I've screwed her up so bad by being this awful person. Why am I living with her then? You know what I mean?
I mean, you're still a son. She loves you very.
Yeah, but why do I live with Dad and you're living with Mum? If you're.
You can do it like that if you want to kill her. It doesn't honestly matter. I can kill him, or you can bludgeon him to death. Snap his neck with a bike tie.
So it can work that way. We can end up. So I killed Dad. And you were a bit of a dickhead. And
I ruined Mum.
And ruined Mum. And now.
Can you see me on the drugs and the drinking though?
I see your character leaning towards that.
Thank you. Nice to
Because that's all that's needed to set off your Mum. Plus, and we'll incorporate the research thing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that works.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't. I think maybe it's just my you know, my conscience talking. Maybe it's a bit extreme that I killed Dad. Maybe we just got in an
I
argument.
don't think you kill him. I think you injure him, and he goes to a hospital
And
where
then,
he
but then
eventually
he
dies.
Then he
because-
dies because of the injury. So I
Yeah.
kind of killed him, didn't I?
Well, I don't think. Maybe he doesn't die because of the injury. Maybe he dies because he's stuck in a tent that's 100 meters by 100 meters with 2,000 people in it. Nurses stepping on people.
Yeah,
all
I
the
guess
time,
I didn't kill
IVs
him.
getting
I didn't
pulled
kill
over.
him. But that would make sense because we've both kind of destroyed each other's family.
Mm.
So that would make sense why we both ruined each other's lives.
Yeah.
So let that be known that we have finally finished discussing that plot point.
We know what happened.
We will look
I
back.
can't wait for you to hear it.
We'll
It's
look back
awesome.
at we'll look back at the footage and figure out exactly how long that took. I think it might have taken about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we can, in terms of how long it took for the actual events to happen, we can plan that out and just get it set in our heads. But so let's look back quickly at this line.
Sorry mate, can I just cut you off there because I'm going to
Yeah,
need to
sure.
go soon. So,
Okay.
do you want to just carry on acting? Just do a nice rehearsal. No more going in depth with shit. Just do it how we feel.
Yeah,
You know? And let's just read a few more pages from where we came off.
Okie dokie.
So let's get to so I've got a big monologue on page 8. So if we read to the bottom of page 9.
Okay.
So
One more point though. I've been looking up for a long time. I both know you've been wrong before. That line you're gonna bring that up now is gonna be like really. We've been hiding it for so long now. You're really gonna bring that up now. You know, because we know now how we feel about it, so we can put a lot more into that tiny section. So that's gonna be cool to plan it with past grievances.
yeah.
This is what we do.
Go from that line, but because I've been wrong before, we'll go to the bottom of page 8.
Okay.
So the last line that we'll do today is why not my line, because then that's the start of your big monologue.
Right. I've been
The good. Oh, sorry. Yeah, other comment I'd like to say is might not be able to. I might not learn this whole script word for word.
Yeah, that's
And
fine.
That's
I mean,
really
we're gonna
film
have
work because we won't
copies,
need
so-
to. But also, like, we're going to be cutting sort of every
Yeah.
page, probably not even every half page.
We're going to be doing it pretty much line by line in the later shots when we're doing the close-ups. We're going to be, because I'm going to go like this. Look, Jack, you got, and then I'm going to accidentally go out of shot, and Joe's going to say, whoa, and I have to move back and go, look, Jack, you've got, and stay in the same place. So, you know, we're going to.
I think with Adrian, we didn't go. The longest shot would have been a minute. I think the longest shot of the whole shoot was me getting pummeled because it had to last long. Because we had to get all the people in. We had to get every single member of the cast crammed into the shot so they could jump on top of me and beat the shit out of me. Right.
Good time.
Right, let's do this because we're running a bit late.
Yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, action.
I've been for a long time, and we both know you've been long before.
You're gonna bring that up now.
No, I'm not. I want to learn from it. We're running out of time here. Anyway, okay, we're running out of food. You know, I can only go so far out there. Each time I do, there's more of them.
But why are you so sure they're dead?
Everyone is dead.
We're not.
Yeah, that's only because
Because we are careful. Because we stay indoors. We keep quiet. We remember what we're taught. We remember Resident Evil. Lord knows that's helped me out a couple of times in the past.
we should not.
No, you, Steve. Once again, your argument is defeated by a little thing called logic. You talk about keeping safe, the need to move on, move away from here. But let me tell you, there's no need. You see, this. What you're feeling is desire. You need to let go of that.
You can be...
That's what's going to get you killed.
You can be defeated by the exact same thing. Okay? How do you live, Jack? What are the corpses? Friends? People? You have all these archaic words and opinions that you use just to hold on to some form of what you hold dear. Let me tell you this. What you're feeling, that's desire. Let go of that.
Hey, tell me. Just tell me honestly, what is wrong with this? I don't see what your obsession is with this whole aspect of life. In the end, why can't we live like this? Without this constant fear? Where we have control, Steve? Without all that pain? I mean, you honestly think we'd be any safer out there? What are the chances we find another place like this? You know what I think? I think you should just shut up and be grateful for what we've got. You tell me there's thousands of them out there and you fancy going out for a stroll, you're an idiot. Here's what I suggest. Let's do the smart thing. Let's do the only logical thing and stay here, continue as normal. Let's do that. Let's live on this side of reality.
We can't!
Why not? Cut.
Cool.
For today. Thank you very much, Steve.
Yes, pleasure. Finally know what's happening? Yes! I know more about the character. I love it when that happens. Oh, and I found the next memory stick. And that's on 2 gigabytes. I've already got 64 though. See ya.